Dear students, hearty welcome to today's class. Today we will be working with programs of displaying different patterns. A pattern is a particular format of display. We have discussed programs for displaying different patterns when we have learnt looping statements. Here we discuss programs of displaying different patterns by using alphabets of the strings entered by the user. So the first program that we work with is to enter a string and to display the pattern as shown below. The sample input is abacus and the pattern to be displayed is given here. Here we have to display the alphabets of the string abacus as per the format of the given pattern. If you see this pattern, we can see that there are 6 rows. 6 rows are there in this display, and how many columns are there? In the first row there is only 1 column, second row there are 2 columns, and third row 3 columns, and so on. We know to display a pattern normally we use nested loop, outer loop and inner loop. The outer loop variable normally stands for the number of rows, and the inner loop variable represents the number of columns. So here there are 6 rows and the number of columns is different on different rows. Okay, go to the program. Class pattern 1. Pattern 1 is the class name. Opening brace of class. Public void disPattern. DisPattern is the function name. String str. Str is the variable where the string entered by the user is stored. Opening brace of function. Again, trim function for removing the blank spaces from the beginning and end of the string. Length function for finding the number of characters in the string and is stored in the variable length. Ch is the variable where each character of the string is stored. And we use nested loop here for getting the display as per the given format. Here the outer loop variable I stands for the number of rows and the inner loop variable j stands for the number of columns. Let us see how does it work. Here first I takes the value, the initial value of I is 0 and the final value is less than len. The final value is less than len. See, in the given example, the value of len will be 6 because in the given string abacus there are 6 alphabets. Therefore, the value stored in the variable len is 6. So, I takes the values from 0 and the final value is less than 6. That means from 0 to 5. That means the outer loop will be executed 6 times from 0 to 5. I takes the values 0, I takes the value 1, I takes the value 2, I takes the value 3, 4 and 5. 6 times it will be executed. And for each iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop will be executed as many times as mentioned here. Let us see the working of the inner loop. Inner loop, as you know, stands for the number of columns. See, first when I takes the value 0, j takes the values from 0 to 0. That means only one time the inner loop will be executed first, because in the first row only one column is there. So what is the body of the inner loop? Let us see. So what happens in the inner loop? Each time the character is extracted and that character is displayed. Let us see. ch equals str dot caret ch equals str dot caret j. So first j will be 0. So str dot caret 0. That means the letter A or the alphabet A from the string abacus will be extracted and will be stored in the variable ch. Then system.out.print ch. That alphabet will be displayed. That alphabet will be displayed. Keep attention here that we are not using println statement. We are not using println statement. We are only using print statement. We are only using print statement because we want to get all the alphabets of the same row displayed in the same line. The println statement will display in a new line. Okay. And one more thing, after the alphabet we have to add a space so that the alphabets are displayed leaving some space in between. That is why we add an extra space after displaying the alphabet. Okay. Let's go to a trial run of this program. First A is displayed, then first next I takes the value 1. When I takes the value 1, it comes to the inner loop, and the inner loop variable j takes the values from 0 to I, that means from 0 to 1. So first j takes value 0 and next j takes the value 1. When j takes the value 0, ch equal to str dot caret 0. That means the first alphabet will be stored in the variable ch. System dot out dot print ch. That first alphabet A will be displayed. Next it goes to the next updation of the inner loop. That means j takes the value 1. When j takes the value 1, str dot caret 1 means the second alphabet will be extracted and will be stored in the variable ch, and that second alphabet print ch, that is B, will be displayed. So one complete iteration of the inner loop is over. After one row, we must insert a new line to go to get the next row displayed. So after the body of the inner loop, after the complete iteration of the inner loop, we must display the next row in a new line. Therefore we give a system.out.println statement after the body of the inner loop. The system.out.println statement prints the alphabets or letters in the next line. Okay. Now next I takes the next value 2. When I takes the value 2, j takes the values from 0 to 2. That means j takes the values 0, j takes the value 1 and j takes the value 2. Okay. First again when j takes the value 0, when j takes the value ch equal to str dot caret 0, that means the first alphabet will be stored. Again that alphabet's A is displayed in the third row. Okay. Next j takes the value 1. That means str dot caret 1, the second alphabet is extracted and is stored in the variable ch. That alphabet B is displayed. Again j takes the value 2. ch equal to str dot caret 2. The third alphabet is extracted and is stored in the variable ch. Again that alphabet is displayed. Okay. So the third row is now complete. Now system.out.println statement sends the cursor to the next line, and the outlook variable I takes the next value 3. When I takes the value 3, j takes the values from 1 to 3. That means j takes 4 values. J takes the value 1, j takes the value 2, j takes the value 0, j takes the value 1, j takes the value 2, j takes the value 3. So 0, 1, 2, 3. That means each time each alphabet will be extracted, starting from the first index position up to the third index position, and those alphabets will be displayed in a row. Okay, so this is the working of this nested loop for getting the display as per the desired format in the question. Okay, after each row, the system.out.println statement will send the cursor to the next line. Will send the cursor to the next line to get that the alphabets of that particular row to be displayed. Okay, I think you follow the logic of the program. We have already discussed this type of pattern programs when we have learned looping statements, and this is a revise of those pattern programs. So the logic must be very clear here. Don't make any confusion. And closing of in outer loop, closing of function and closing of class. So these are the variables used in the program. str for storing the string entered by the user, len for storing the length of the string, and ch for storing each character of the string. I is the loop control, outer loop control variable. I is the outer loop control variable, and j is the inner loop control variable. So there are 3 more programs of displaying the pattern series. The questions are given, and you have to write the program by your own. The notes will be sent. One more thing that you have to keep in mind: on next class, that means on tomorrow, there will be a test paper based on string handling programs, based on string processing programs. There will be a test paper on tomorrow 10 o'clock. All of you be please prepared for the test paper on tomorrow. Thank you.